In this video, you will learn about what is eddy current loss, what are the effects of eddy current, and how we can reduce the eddy current loss. You will also get an answer to the most commonly asked question, that is why transformer cores are always laminated. So if you want to understand eddy current crystal clear, then you need to watch the video. Before we start with what are eddy currents, it is important to understand the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Hence, I'll recommend you to watch my video on Faraday's law first and then come back to this video, link for which is given in the description. Already done watching? Then let's understand what is eddy current. Let's say I have a conductor as shown. No current is flowing through this conductor. Now I bring in a magnet near the conductor and start rotating it. Of course, this will produce a rotating flux. This flux will link to my conductor. And as per Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, an AC voltage will be induced in the conductor. And if the conductor is short-circuited, current will start flowing through the conductor. If you see, I have no intention to make any current to flow through this conductor. I want this conductor without any current. But because of the rotating magnetic field near the conductor, current has already started flowing. And of course, this will start heating the conductor unnecessarily. Now, let's say instead of conductor, a solid metal plate is there. Magnet is still rotating and hence a voltage will be induced in the plate as per Faraday's law. Since my plate is conducting, the induced voltage will circulate the current within the plate. Again, I have no intention to make any current to flow through this metal plate, but the current is flowing. This induced current swirls back and forth inside the plate. This current is called as eddy current. If graphed, the current looks like a water eddy, which is basically a circular movement of water causing a small whirlpool. In simple language, this current flows in a closed loop within the conductor, like you can see on your screen. And hence it is called as eddy current. This current is also called as Foucault current because it was discovered by a French physicist, Leon Foucault. Magnitude of eddy current depends upon many factors. Eddy current is directly proportional to strength of the magnetic field, the area of the plate, and the rate of change of flux. Which means if you increase any of these parameters, the eddy current will increase. Similarly, if you decrease any of these parameters, the eddy current will also decrease. Eddy current is inversely proportional to resistivity of the material, which means if the resistivity of material is increased, eddy current will decrease and vice versa. This eddy current can be huge due to the low resistance of the plate. Eddy current causes I square R loss, where I is the eddy current and R is the resistance of the plate, which is very low. Because of the I square R loss, the temperature of the plate increases to a very high level. Sometimes it can also go beyond the allowed limits. Therefore, the plate becomes very hot. Interestingly, all of this happening without even touching the plate. The losses which occurs due to eddy current is called as eddy current losses. Eddy current problems becomes very important when an iron core has to carry an AC flux, which is the case in all AC motors and transformers. And in such case, we definitely cannot ignore eddy currents. If it is ignored, it can cause high temperature in the transformer and AC motors, which may damage the device completely. And hence controlling the eddy current loss becomes very important. So let's see how we can reduce the eddy current loss. Of course, we can reduce the eddy current loss by controlling the parameters which we saw few minutes ago. We can reduce the strength of magnetic field, or we can reduce the plate area, or maybe we can vary the rate of change of flux. But in most of the cases, reducing the strength of the magnetic field or changing the rate of change of flux is not in our hand. And also reducing the area of the metal is not an ideal way. For instance, reducing size of a 420 kV transformer because of eddy current loss will not be a wise choice. The huge size is the need of the rating. Reducing it further will not be possible. So how do we reduce eddy current? Well, what kills current? of course, resistance, and that's our way to reduce it. Let's say this is a core of transformer surrounded by a coil which is carrying AC current. This will produce the current in the core as we have seen. As this core offers very low resistance, it can become red hot due to AD current. Therefore, to reduce this AD current losses, we must increase the resistance of the core. So let's split this core into two parts and let's put an insulation between these two parts. Now definitely the resistance has increased. The voltage induced in each section is now 1/2 of what it was before. And hence the AD current will also drop significantly. If we keep on subdividing the core, the AD current losses decreases progressively. And that's the reason why core of transformer or AC motors and generators are laminated always. This is a very commonly asked questions in exams and in technical interviews as well. Why the core of transformer is laminated? Answer of which we just understood. In practical, cores are made up of very thin laminations, generally of few millimeters. These laminations are insulated from each other. The insulation also avoids the electrical contact between these laminations. So this is how you can reduce the AD current loss. If you use the things correctly, even the bad thing becomes good. An AD current is perfect example for that. When an AD current is induced, it creates its own magnetic field. And interestingly, this magnetic field opposes the main magnetic field which created the AD current. This is as per the Lenz's law. So basically, AD current is reacting back on the source magnetic field. This technique is used to stop the rotating power tool and roller coasters quickly when they are turned off. This braking method is called as AD current brake. AD current brakes generally do not have holding torque and hence it is generally provided with the combination of mechanical brakes which provides very efficient braking. So this was all about AD current. Let's summarize this video now. Rotating magnetic field causes current to induce in a conducting surface. This induced current swirls back and forth inside the surface and this current is called as AD current. AD current is also called as Foucault current because it was discovered by a French physicist Leon Foucault. Because of the low resistance of the conducting surface, AD current can be huge, which can make the surface very hot. The cores of transformer, AC motors and generators are generally laminated to avoid the AD current losses. Magnetic field produced by the AD current opposes the source magnetic field and hence AD current is used to stop rotating power tools. In case if you are new on this channel, my name is Gaurav J. I post videos related to electrical engineering with easiest explanation. So if you are interested in electrical engineering, you can consider subscribing the channel. If the video helped you, do hit the like button. That's all I ask. So that's all for this video guys. I'll see you in my next one. But till then, keep watching, keep learning.